Hey, good morning.
Morning.
How you doing, man?
I couldn't be better.
It's Wake Up Crew, Donna and Mutz. We know you're not a big fan of the CMA, so we're not even going to mention at all that we were the major market personalities of the year. We're just not going to even mention that.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
No, we didn't even want it, to be honest with you.
You wanted it less than me?
I plead the fifth over here.
So we know the big day is coming up next week, so I guess the real question for Toby Keith is, what are you going to be dressing up for Halloween?
I usually just go as myself.
Very nice.
And just say, isn't this a good costume? Not really him.
You got a new album coming out on Tuesday, Hope on the Rocks. Sampled a little bit of it and absolutely love what I'm hearing. There's a deluxe version coming out with 4 extra tracks that's going to be released too. How can everybody go in and get a sneak peek of the album?
Well, there's a couple different ways. You can go on the internet. Mox, where are they getting the... are we doing it on my website already? Okay. See, I don't know that crap.
We're going to pretend that you did because we have this thing called editing.
Yes.
So you can go to TobyKeith.com or radio guys. You radio people have a way of going on and doing tracking.
We're going to put a link. We're going to put a link up on K102.com as well.
Just going out the 30th and buying a freaking album.
There you go. Hey, Toby, I can see that your dad has had some influences on your music previously with like As Good As I Once Was, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Now on this album, you got a song kind of based on something your dad used to say when people sneezed. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that.
Instead of saying bless you or God bless, he would always say, scat, cat, you got gravy on your tail. And I always, as a kid, thought, what the heck does that mean? Well, so a lot of those old country sayings, I always thought he was kind of like a Will Rogers kind of guy. He had a lot of quips and summations and things, and I've written them into some of my songs, and huge influence on my style of writing. But I've actually had some people Google search and stuff, and it does exist. I've had one guy tell me that his dad was in the same in the military at the same era my dad was in, and said that a lot of people said it in the military, so he may have got it in the military.
Oh.
But I wrote my song about a fourth-generation moonshiner, and his mother's telling the kid, your mean old dad is not going to give up this moonshine family business, and first chance you get, cut and run. And we wrote a heck of a song that's on the album, but a lot of those ideas like that end up in my song.
Do you think you will have as much influence on your own kids?
Absolutely. My grandfather and his father had tremendous influence on the family, and I expect it to be the same because, they were old school to me, and I'm old school to my kids. And, you want to be that guy when you've got kids and they're, 15-year-old. My youngest was 15, and he's like, when he's 30, I want him to go, oh, you couldn't have done that at my house. My old man would have.
Right.
And you can just see yourself, you just turn into your dad as you get older,
I know, and it's sad what I'm looking at. But for your kids, it's good. Toby Keith on with the K102 Wake Up Crew, Donna and Muss. Hope on the Rocks. The new album from Toby Keith is out in stores on Tuesday, October 30th. You also have I Like Girls Who Drink Beer that we've been cranking up here on K102. You got the new album. You got Broken Bridges came out this summer. You also have 14 I Love This Bar locations, now 15th coming up here. What is next? Is there going to be a scent? Is there going to be a particular kind of a bourbon? What do you got next?
We've got the Mezcal.
No, we got the Mezcal.
Oh, that's right.
We're rocking the Mezcal in all the bars, and we got, I think we're cleared in 37 states to retail. So each state's got a different liquor law, but you got to clear all those, that red tape stuff. But Wild Shot Mezcal is what we serve. It's like Mexican moonshine. We serve the premium, and it's rocking, too.
Maybe deviled eggs. I don't know. Whatever it is that Toby Keith put his name on there. Do you know what?
Deviled egg.
I got to ask you, too, you passed on the judge's chair for American Idol, and you said it took you like 5 seconds to decide. Why did you make that decision? And I know you're busy. That probably has a lot to do with it.
When somebody asked me about it, I felt bad about the way I answered it. I just said, I said no, and it took me 5 seconds to answer. The truth is, it's an honor. That's a huge television show, and it's an honor to be asked. And 10 years ago, it'd have been no brainer. I'd have jumped on it.
Yeah.
After you do movies and stuff, and you tie yourself to projects, 4 or 5 weeks in, I know it's a ton of money and it's a great offer, but 3 or 4 weeks into that deal, I'd be going, what the hell did I do here?
What kind of judge would you have been? Would you have been the brutally honest guy or the nice guy?
I'd have been fair. And,
I like that.
And, you know, I know why they were coming. I mean, they were looking for that outspoken personality that people are going to tune in to watch, love, and hate, you know. And it's nice to be looked upon as that, but at the same time, good or bad or right or wrong, it was just it wouldn't have mattered. 3 or 4 weeks in, I'd have been going, we're doing this crap till January? You've got to be kidding me.
Toby Keith on with the K102 Wake Up Crew. One last thing for you, Toby, here. You made a mention recently that you're kind of proud of not having crossover success up until Red Solo Cup, really, but you liked that, right?
You know, I did. All my colleagues, I guess, in my business, the people who have been headliners have been really, really successful. At one time or the other, or several times, have managed to cross over and get a ballot or something slick and pop. And it's like, I've never had one crossover spin, the Red Solo Cup, of all things. And it was like, I take a lot of pride in that. It's like, you know what? Somebody sitting around that makes those decisions going, we can't put him on here. He is country, and we're not. And so I always took that as, I wore that as like a badge of honor. And then Solo Cup come along, and I think it got played on every station, but which is perfect because it's the perfect kind of song. If we were going to cross over, that no doubt it's country. There's nothing pop about it.
Right, right, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of great songs on this album. Everybody go out and buy it. Toby, thank you so much for your time this morning. We're going to crank up I Like Girls That Drink Beer next.
Anytime. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Toby.
All right.